everybody! Today I wanted to share with you what books I got for Christmas. And the very comical thing about this video is that actually I was not gifted any books for Christmas from anyone in my life. I bought them myself. But when in doubt, go on out to the bookshop and get what you want, because it's not an addiction, it's a hobby. Okay? That's my reasoning for doing this before Christmas. Before anybody could actually gift me any books. Because yes, people asked me what books I want for Christmas. But I was like, well, I had an impulse buying spree and I kind of just went on out without thinking, oh, the holiday season's upcoming. I should probably wait. I don't want to wait because I'm impatient. So I ended up going out to the bookshop a few weeks before Christmas and going on a Christmas book buying shopping spree, because I haven't done that in a while because I've been very good, guys. I've been reading a ton recently. I need to start doing wrap-ups and TBRs once more because this girl, she's getting back into the swing of things and it feels great. I feel like I'm finally moving into my new element, which is a little bit more reminiscent of my old self, and that makes me really excited. So with that being said, let's go and see what books I got for myself for Christmas, but also I have an unboxing later from Book of the Month YA. I am so excited. By the way, I forgot that I have a package of books coming tomorrow, but I'm filming this video today because why not? But I'll include those books in today's video, even though I don't have the physical editions of them. So why don't we start off right there with the books that I do not have yet, because why not? So the first book that I have for you guys and for myself very soon, tomorrow, I'm so freaking hyped, is The Flatshare, and I have been looking forward to reading this book for a long while because it's like everything that I want from like a rom-com contemporary novel, but even more than I ever intended or ever imagined, because it's a concept that I never thought of me ever reading, because I never thought of it being a concept, even though it seems very basic, like meet cute, but let me explain it to you. So pretty much this book follows the story of Tiffy and Leon, and Tiffy, she just got out of a really bad breakup and she needs to move somewhere fast. So she finds this place that is offering great rent, especially for London, and it's immediate occupancy. So she can move right on in. So she does, and she doesn't know her flatmate who first put up the ad. His name's Leon and he works a night shift, but she works during the day. So it just so happens that they never meet in person. Not sure how that goes down, but it does happen. And the only way they really communicate is via sticky notes that they leave on the counter saying, you know, get more milk, get more toilet paper, or little bits and bobs like that. But soon their little note-taking evolves into something more. Who knew sticky notes can evoke such romantic intention? And it begs to answer the question, if your flatmate can be your soul. I did not make that up. That was on the back of the book. And I'm so excited to read it because it seems so crazy that two people can live in the same apartment but literally be ships passing in the night. But I'm excited to see how this is going to play out. I'm so excited to get it. And with that being said, let's jump into the next book that I got but do not have right now physically, and that is Red, White, and Royal Blue. This book has been everywhere. It follows the story of Alex and Henry, and they have a royal feud. Literally, because Henry is Prince Henry and Alex is the first son of, I'm not sure if she's the first female president in this world, but of the president of the United States. And the tabloids get a hold of a very damaging picture of the two of them in a confrontation that ends up really straining the relationships between the two countries of Britain and America, which is quite crazy. You know, it's amazing how delicate our governments are, I guess, when the media is involved. In order to repair this tension-fueled state, the PR people work their magic and they're like, okay, we're gonna stage a Instagrammable friendship between the two boys. And it turns out this fake friendship turns into a real friendship that turns into something more. But the thing is, it's a secret relationship at this point, and it's all about them balancing their roles and about how to manage that and love and truly being yourself amidst all this fakery. I cannot wait to love this book because I know I'm gonna love it. I love royal meet cute books like so much, and this is a book that is like My Date with the President's Daughter mixed with The Prince and I. Was it The Prince and I? That one 2000s rom-com where she falls in love with the prince after school and then she gets whisked away into this royal romance. Ugh, I love that stuff. Okay, now we're moving on to the books that I actually have in person, and that is Providence by Caroline Kepnes. And Caroline, she is the author of You, Your Life Story. You're actually in a book world. You. Kidding. I wanted to confuse you guys. I hope that was confusing me, so it kind of confused me, and I was one who was intentionally doing it to you. Anyway, so if you guys aren't familiar with the show You, get familiar with it. Look it up online, watch or not, but please don't romanticize the main character even if he's attractive, because guess what? He's a baddie. So fast forward to the fall and I go on book tour with Kim Liggett, and she's amazing. She wrote the book The Grace Year. She's an incredible human. I highly recommend you read her book. And we were doing events with different authors at every stop that we were at. And one of the authors ended up being Caroline Kepnes, and she is incredibly cool. Like, she's just the epitome of cool. And she has such a good mindset when it comes to writing these complex novels. And she was actually promoting her newest novel, which is called Providence. So when I saw that she had a new book out, I wanted to support her, but I couldn't buy the book at the time because my bag was quite full of books. So I waited a bit and then I recently got it and I cannot wait to read it. So let me tell you a little bit about it. So it takes place, or it starts off in New Hampshire with two characters named John and Chloe. And they have this like mystical, like forever bond. But before John can declare his true love for Chloe, he disappears and gets kidnapped and shows up 4 years later without any memory of the time he spent gone. But the thing is, they can't start off where they left off because John starts experiencing powers of sorts. And he disappears once more on his own volition and embarks on this journey to figure out what is going on with him and what happened during those 4 years he was away. And then in a parallel storyline with a new set of characters, there's a detective who is investigating a string of random deaths that are affiliated to very healthy college students in Providence, Rhode Island. But this case takes him down this very twisting and different road than he ever intended to ever go down. And so I think that's where the two storylines will connect. And we're going to find out what is the true reasoning behind all this peculiarity. So this next book is The Daughter of Sherlock Holmes by Leonard Goldberg. And this follows the story of the great Sherlock Holmes' daughter, if you could not tell. And she is a very skilled nurse. Her name's Joanna. And she gets pulled into some detective work without really meaning to. And she pulls along with her Dr. Watson's son, Dr. Watson Jr. And together they're gonna go and embark on this crime-solving spree together and hopefully finding out who this murderer is who's killing women in 1914 London. I'm hoping there's romance, and I'm hoping there's a really good twist at the end. Okay, so next we're gonna do the Book of the Month YA unboxing. Turn that right way around. And I want to thank them for partnering with me on today's video. They've been such an enormous and amazing support on my channel, and I am forever grateful. So I want to show you guys what the December selection is, so then when we are entering January, you can make your picks for that month without being spoiled. So if you are not familiar with Book of the Month YA, I'm just going to quickly go over what it is so you get more of a clear picture as to why these books are so awesome. So pretty much you get to go and pick from a curated list of books each month and decide what book that you'll receive from Book of the Month every single month. So there's no risk of getting double copies because you know what to expect when you receive this bright, beautiful pink box in the mail. The great thing about Book of the Month is that the books are so wonderfully curated by people who actually really care and have intricate and interesting taste in young adult novels, that some books that show up on the list are either longtime favorites or books that have been on your TBR list and you haven't taken the plunge yet to buy them, or they are books that would have never have been on your radar, but you're so grateful that they finally are. And with that note being said right there, I'm going to show you the book that was never on my radar before, but when it came in the box this month, I was so excited to read it. And that is Where the World Ends by Geraldine McCarran. And this book, honestly, I've never seen it before. I've never read her other previous novels, but let me tell you, now I will, just by reading the summary of her debut young adult novel, which is Where the World Ends. And because the summary is so short on the inside flap and because it's so compelling, I'm just gonna read it to you. So it says, every summer, Quill and his friends are put ashore a remote sea stack to hunt birds, but this summer no one arrives to take them home. Surely nothing but the end of the world can explain why they've been abandoned. Cold, starving, and clinging to life in the grip of a murderous ocean. How will they survive such a forsaken place of stone and sea? I really love survivalism in novels. I probably will be reading it after my current read, which will be coming in the mail tomorrow. The next book that I got was The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, the fairy queen herself. I have yet to finish the last book before this one because I haven't started it yet, but I plan to because I really love the first one and I cannot wait to see where the storyline is going to end. I know that lots of people have been talking about it online, but I've been trying to avoid spoilers best I can, and hopefully nobody spoils them in the comments when I'm reading and responding through. If you do, I will find you and I will steal all your books. This next book reminds me of like really old YA that I used to adore, and I'm not sure if I I will be reading it anytime soon, but pretty much it follows the story of this girl named Eddy, and she's about to head off to college. It's her last semester at school, and she wants no distractions, especially because she is channeling all of her energy from losing her mother recently into applying all of her dedication into her academics and getting into the best schools she possibly can for college. But then a bad boy and a good boy, an e-boy and a soft boy, end up kind of crossing her path and causing havoc in her life and really skewing her off her course. And I guess we're gonna find out if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be more of a bad thing. This next book is by one of my besties. I freaking love Ryan, and he is an incredible person but also an amazing writer. I'm so excited that his debut is finally in everybody's hands, and that is Reverie by Ryan LaSalle. The last book I have is an ostentatious romance, also known as Dangerous Alliance, by Jenica Cohen, and this book is pretty much about a girl who has to use Jane Austen's lessons, so to say, to make a decision that can either make or break, aka ruin her family. And I cannot wait to see how it's gonna play out. So if you want to go check out Book of the Month by A, definitely go use my code right here for your first box, just $9.99. So down below, I want to know what books that you got for Christmas, because I would love to add some more onto my TBR pile once I finish the ones that I just bought. And I want to know if you got any good recommendations for me in today's video, or if you've read some of these books that I haven't read and have some opinions on them. I would love to know. No spoilers, please, though, because I've yet to read pretty much all of them. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to go follow me on Instagram. My username is Sasha Alsberg. I hope you had a very happy holiday season, and I look forward to great things in the new year. Thank you so much for sticking with me this year, guys. I love you a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!